Is this visible now?
Yes.
Okay, there is a one thing. Yeah, this is. So you can see here, this is the SAP HCM. Okay. The
Mm-hmm.
legal entity company code is same in SAP HCM also, in EC also, in SuccessFactor. Okay. Sector we are having in here, that is the org unit. So you can see in SAP HCM, org unit is defined for these four of the pointers. Okay.
Right.
But there is only the org unit only. That's why
Mm-hmm.
there is the confusion created from their side to this side. When you are doing the implementation and you are doing the gathering, requirement gathering, so they are having the understanding only of the org unit. They do not have the understanding of the division department. So you need to tell them that for an example, they are having these business unit and the data of department. So you need to tell them, I think this is the department you need to have the association in the success factor, and these are the divisions which is in the org unit you are having.
Okay.
Okay, for let's say you are saying this org unit division is basically like the business unit. Okay, you may be confused also because sometimes division looks like the business unit. Okay, you may made the segregation onto the basis of the division, but you need to be very careful while doing this org structure configuration with them. So I think this comparison of SAP HCM or the mapping, what we can say from SAP HCM to EC. So you're coming to your question that from the upstream application. So basically SAP HCM to success factor you are going. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
SAP HCM is the upstream application. From there you are going to the success factor. Now, if you're talking about the downstream, so there is the SAP S4 HANA, in which you
Mm-hmm.
are sending some data from here, like cost centers, legal entity, you are sending from success factor to SAP S4 HANA payroll. So that is called the
Okay.
downstream application. Okay. So
Okay.
now I'm
Got
coming
it.
on to the system. Okay. So you can see here that the cost center is associated to department. They made the configuration in this way. Okay. I think from tomorrow onwards, once you will enroll, so we will provide you the credentials for the system also. Okay. So I will give you some work to make one legal entity and some this org structure I need from your side. What is your um thinking on the org structure, that how you are consolidate some data. Okay, maybe you can take any of the organization from the country, and you just need to make some divisions, department, cost centers, and business unit there. Okay, each of you, like once you will have the from the tomorrow session, you will get an idea that how you will make that, because I will more focus on to the configuration part, because I don't want to be on that part. You will have to be very clear about the basics of success factor with the implementation, with the practical knowledge, because you need to do the practical there. You will not have to give them the definitions and the other things. That's why I will explain you from the system perspective. Okay, so these are the things you need to make into the managed data. Okay, and these are the things which you can make here in the managed job pay structure. What is the difference between managed data and managed job pay structure? I just told you. Maybe can someone can again tell me about this? If somebody can repeat on this part, because I want to know, like from your side also, that how much you are consuming from my side, because I am telling everything because I know on what is pace I need to go. Can somebody tell me on this part, and what is the difference in between of these two? Nobody is having understanding on this. From the team members who have joined, Kirti, Kiran, Farah, Ramya, Ankit, anybody is having that understanding on manage job pay structure and manage data? That what is the difference in that? Because this is very important to understand. If we are not onto that, then we need to get more understanding. Again, I can explain you. I think 20, 30 times I can explain you, but that would be for your betterment. Like you need to go from there. Guys, please speak. This is the interactive session. If nobody can speak, then I don't think so. This is not the one-way session from my side. You need to talk.
I'm sorry, Prasad. I'm new, so this is
Oh
the
yeah,
first time I'm listening to this concept, but I'm happy to hear.
yeah.
And
Hi, Ramya.
yeah, hi.
So have you gone through that? What I gave the explanation on manage job page structure and manage data? Were you be there like at that time?
No, no, no. This is the first class. I just messaged in the WhatsApp
Okay,
today, and I
okay.
just
Uh,
joined. Yeah.
Farah and maybe Kirti and Kiran, you were like from the starting. So can you please let me know that on manage job page structure and manage data?
So I will just answer your question, but I don't know whether it is correct or wrong. So that is
No
like,
problem.
yeah.
If please don't hesitate to give the answer on any of the question of mine. Okay, and you can ask me at 20 times, 30 times because this is for you. Because after
Yes.
once the yeah, please tell
Yes.
me.
So managed data is nothing but which is related to the org structure, I can
Hmm.
say. And when it is comes to the compensation like managed spending, it is completely related to the payroll components where the pay structures will be there. So that is the similar. I mean, I can found this is the difference.
I think you are 50% correct there. So for let's say
Maybe,
manage data, you were saying for
So
yeah,
there will
Ramya,
be the
you were saying something.
sorry, just on a basic understanding of what I have. Maybe
Hmm.
what I understand managed job pay structure is it consists of the pay scale, what pay scale type, and what level they are in, and what
Hmm.
group they come into.
Hmm. Okay, so I'll explain you guys again, no problem in that. I'm just sharing my screen. Okay. Okay, you can see here that the managed data. Okay, this is having all the org structure related fields here. Okay, but some of the fields are here also, like location, pay component. Okay, the pay structure part and location part. These are here also. Okay, in this. So these are the legacy data. Okay, if somebody will ask you what is the difference in between these two, so you can say whatever the legal legacy data we were having in the system, so that consists into the managed org, pay, and job structure. So you can see by the name also org structure also was like here. After some releases, after like we can say if you can see like before 3 years or 4 years, so org structure that is all legal entity business unit were also here only. Okay, after some releases, that is migrated to the managed data. So you can see whatever the MDF data that is called migrated data that is coming from legacy to this data. So that is coming here. So this is the difference that whatever the legacy data we are having that is into the managed org, pay and job structure, and what is the migrated data that is from the legacy to the system that we are having in managed data. Okay, so this is the main difference in between these two. Okay, now coming to the again other point. So if you can see here in the manage job structure, you can make the locations also. Okay, in location is very important in the location code. So for Delhi location, you can make here the DL, that is a Del for code, that is for Delhi. Description you can give that is the reporting location or that is the working location. That depends on the requirement. Location group we are making here, that is fine. Otherwise, we can make it blank here. Time zone, we need to make it that is IST zone, EST zone, whatever the zone we are working. So we need to make here that zone. Standard weekly hours you have seen in the company code that where is the legal entity? So there were 48 hours weekly hours. So you can have to make here. Employee ID you need to make blank here. No, nothing as like the problem. Legal entity which is very important. For an example, you are making that is for Adani. Okay, this location is basically related to this one, or you can make it to the different location. So this is the main question somebody, the client will ask you that the location can associated to the different legal entities or to the one legal entity only. So you can tell them that location can associate it to two different or maybe there's so many legal entity. It depends on the requirement. So these are the questions. I think that is a very basic questions and somebody I think most of the guys whom I'm also taking the interviews that will be lacking on these questions. That these are the basic questions that how the legal entity is associated to the different legal entities. Okay, so these things you need to remember while doing the interviews or while doing the preparation of success factor. So this is very important things. Okay. Now coming to again
I have
on
a question.
yes, Kirti.
Yeah, so legal entities can be in two or more locations, is it?
Yeah. For an example, legal entity is consolidating or associated to one country only. Okay. But the location would be in India. There are four locations, or maybe the five location, 26 locations. Also, the company is working. Okay. For an example,
Okay.
I'll take the example of Infosys. If they are working on in Delhi location, Delhi NCR, they are having the Bangalore location, Pune location, Hyderabad location. Okay. So they all will make here the location that is with the legal entity with Infosys, BPM. There is a one legal entity, Infosys BPM, and the other location is the different one. So you can make the different legal entities with the one location. Are you getting
Okay.
my point?
Yeah, yeah, got it.
Or maybe I'll give you the another example for what we can say. Just give me a second. The Tata is having the two branches. Okay, one is the legal entity with India only. The other is also having the legal entity that is with India only. Okay, but the different business unit they are having, so that's why they are making the two different legal entities. But the location for two different legal entities is Delhi. Okay, so Delhi is the common location that for two legal entities, so you need to make the associations here for two legal entities. Okay, so this is you need to be very careful while asking the what we can say the requirement gathering. So you can ask that these location can associate it to only this legal entity, or are you making the different legal entities also in the system? So that is totally depend. I will give you some work also like from tomorrow onwards to for the better understanding. You need to make these org structure and all these things like of the all location and these things. Okay, like again coming to the point onto the PPT. Just give me a second. Okay, okay. Here I was covered like the org structure. Okay, afterwards we were having the location group which I told you. Some of the companies like making the uh, grouping of the different location under the one location group. For let's say the Delhi NCR, they are making the Delhi NCR is a one location group in which the locations are Delhi, Noida, Ghaziabad, and maybe they are including Meerut also, other locations also in that. So these are the locations, and they are making the association with location group. Okay. Some of the custom objects we are making also in the system. Okay. For an example, they are looking of some sub departments. The departments are there that is from the SAP side, but they want to make the sub departments all in the system also. For an example, the finance is a department, but they are want to make the finance with finance manufacturing, finance retail, they want to segregate that departments also so they can make the custom objects there also, so that is a possibility we are having in the system that we can make the custom objects also there. Okay, then we have the job structure. So I already told you that the job structure or the job functioning is basically different from the position. Position is basically the person is sitting onto the seat in the company. Okay, for function job structure or the job function is basically they will let you know that what the person is doing in the company, that what are the KRAs of that person in the company. Okay, the job functional, that is the human resource. It tells what are the basic key responsibilities the person is having in the company. Okay, the finance, the same goes with finance. Okay, the person human resources is having the different subtypes also, the classification like HR generalist, the regional HR manager, okay, system manager, cab analyst, whatever like of the talent acquisition you can take here also. So these are the classifications of the person on the basis of the function. Okay. In similar way, the finances, this define the structure of the structure of any of the job in the company. So this is very important to make there also, because this will relate it to every of the employer. You need to, when the job info is there, so you need will have the everything there. Okay, I will explain you after this in the employee profile. The job, in the job information, you can see everything there, like the job structure and pay structure. Now we will talk about the pay structure. The pay group is basically like in what manner we are giving the pays to the to any of the employee. It means like pay group is basically like of the annually, monthly, or maybe the weekly, how the group is made there. Okay, pay grades is basically like the classification onto the pay grade. It means like the person is a grade one, grade two, grade three. Okay, the person is having the salary onto the basis of grades. Okay, the components. What are the components we are giving them? It means like the recurring or non-recurring. Recurring means on onto the monthly basis, weekly basis, hourly basis, we are giving these components. Non-recurring means the one-time bonuses. It means the person is joining the company, so he will get the one-time bonus in the start or maybe in the end. Okay, after completing 1 year. So these are the bonuses or in the non-recurring. Okay, these are the groups which consolidate these pay components, maybe onto the basis of the recurring and non-recurring. That these are the component group. Frequency means like we are giving them on weekly basis, hourly basis, or maybe what are the frequency of these pay components, how we are defining these components. Okay, these all are interrelated as a structure. Like legal entity is associated to this. Like in the same way, the pay structure is associated one to one. Okay. So pay range, what is pay range? Like this is the minimum range we are making for this position. This is the mid range. This is the max range. Okay, we are making for this for any of the foundation object for any of the employee. Okay, geozone is basically onto the basis of location. Also, we are making the pay consideration. It means like in Mumbai there is some other components which we need to add in the pay slip. Okay, in the salary there is something which is not in the Delhi that we cannot make in the on the basis of the geographical. Okay, on the basis of locations also there are some sort of components which we are adding in the salaries. Okay, that needs to be very careful that how like in Bangalore there was some like of the different components which we need to add as per like of the Bangalore what we can say the Bangalore norms which we are having for payslip, but in the Delhi answer we are not having that, so we can make the different geo zone pay grades also the association with the pay group, so it will be segregation of the pay structure onto the basis of location, onto the basis of components, recurring, non-recurring, these all things. You got to know about like in the coming sessions also. So this is the org structure which generally defines the everything in the company. That I told you that cost center is associated to department, to division, to business unit, to legal entity. Same goes with the location, location group, then to geo zone. Same goes to the job code, to the job functionality. That job code is a job classification that I have explained. Same goes with the pay grade and pay groups. Okay, this is the delivered org structure from the SAP SuccessFactors sites. But suppose the current structure in the company is like in this way. Okay, the company is having legal entity, org unit, and personal area. Farah, you were asking about this. So in this way, SAP SM is having the structure that they are having the personal sub areas, personal area, these all things. We need to ask them that this personal area is basically the division. Personal sub area is a department. We need to make very clear that business area is the business unit there. Okay, so we need to ask them each and every question so we can make our system in this way, because we need to deliver the office structure to any of the client in this way only. We cannot make in this way. Okay, next we propose the structure what we are having in this way. So you were having this thing. The company gives you this thing, the current structure in the SAP HCM. Now you are making in this way that the group legal entity. There are two legal entities which are making the group entities there. Okay, these are the sectors they are having. These are the business unit, divisions, department, cost center. Personal area we are not taking, so we are taking as a work locations. We are not having that. These all related to the position, job families, job role. These all things we need to very specific about. What is the employee class? Employee class is basically like on which classes like we are defining the employees. Like somebody is having the different pay components, different pay grades, so they are having different employee classes. Okay. Employee type is like basically these are the part time, full time. These all things. So we need to make the employee types also. Okay, this slide I have already explained you. These are the mapping from SAP HCM to the success factor. Okay, how we are making the things. I need to explain one more thing that was like not pay structure. Just give me a second. Okay, yeah, I'm just sharing my screen again for. Okay, what I'm trying to explain you, that is all the things which I've explained you, that coming under the employee profile. Okay, if you can see here. Okay, so in employee details, you can go on to the job information, that is the job description. No, not a job description, job information. And in job information, you can see each and everything which I've explained you. Job classification is here, job title, pay grade, regular, temporary, that is the employee type, FT, full-time employee, employee class is here. Okay, everything, pay scale type, country. Okay, other than this, whatever the information related to the position, that is coming in organization information, that for which position the person is working, time in position. Okay, uh, organization information. These all things like coming under this. Okay, so these all things can be captured under these portlets. These are very important portlets for any of the like employee or any of the legal entity which we are making as per the requirement.